What is up? So I've seen plenty of crypto trading bots that advertise automation, but then you open them up and there's a whole list of things you're supposed to manage yourself. Changing parameters, adjusting strategy, watching markets, checking positions, and after a while, you're basically running the bot manually. That's not what I wanted to test here. With Grok Trade, the idea is much more hands-off. I set everything up, start the system, and then let the platform handle trading process while I just come back and check what happened. So let's start from the account. If you're new here, there's also an option to create an account, but I'm just gonna sign into mine. All right, we're in. So at first glance, you've got most of the information you'd normally want to check sitting right here. Current activity, trading statistics, reports, session data, and the account information. So I don't have to open 5 different sections just to understand what the system has been doing. Now right here, this is the live session panel. It gives me a snapshot of the current trading session. I can see when it started, how much time has passed, how many trades have been completed, and the current win rates. And the important part is that these figures are being tracked by the platform itself. I'm not sitting here updating anything manually. Sessions keep running and the dashboard records the activity as it happens. From what I've seen through my testing, the session is refreshed on an hourly basis. So the numbers here correspond to the current session rather than being one giant number that just keeps growing. Okay, so here are the 3 plans available for the agent. Each option has its own features listed underneath, so you can compare what you're getting before you activate one. For my test, I've been using the first plan. I wanted to start with the basic option and see how the system behaves before adding anything else to the setup. Okay, so now let's open Wallet tab. This is where the account history is kept. We can see the different balance changes, deposits, withdrawals, session-related entries, and the other activity connected with the account. So if I want to look back at what happened a few days ago, I can just come here and check the history. I don't need to keep a separate record of every change myself. Okay, now let's say you've just created the account and you're ready to start the setup. I'll switch to this tab, choose the plan I want, and tap Get Started. Here we select USDT, and then it shows the address where the transaction needs to be sent. Once the transaction is confirmed, the account updates and the selected plan becomes active. And this is where the manual side of things pretty much ends for me. I'm not choosing which trade the system should take. I'm not sitting here moving stop levels around. I'm not changing technical settings every time the market starts moving. And I'm not keeping the phone in front of me all day just to watch whether the next position appears. Grok handles the ongoing trading process. It's used as the AI component behind trading logic, while the platform manages sessions and keeps the activity organized. So once it's running, I can basically leave it alone. So now let's look at the withdrawal process. We move to this section. Here I'll select USDT, choose the network, and enter my destination address. And tap withdraw. Okay, transaction sent, so now we just wait for the network confirmation and let the account update. There's nothing else I need to configure inside the system while that happens. And that pretty much shows the workflow I've been testing. I can still open the dashboard whenever I want. I can check the session, I can look through the history, and I can see what trades have been recorded. But I'm not manually controlling the system throughout the day. That's a pretty big difference from some of the other automated tools I've tested. With those, you sometimes spend more time configuring the bot than actually letting it run. Here, the whole point is to remove that extra work. So if you got questions, leave it in comments. I'll keep checking the platform and include anything useful in the next update. And if you want to take a look at Grok Trade yourself, I'll leave the link in the description and in the pinned comment. Just make sure you're visiting the correct website before connecting a wallet or sending a transaction.